Like how? What have you been doing? Because it's been almost
Ooh,
probably like a month,
shit.
right?
Yeah, what has RazB been doing? I've been home working out,
Uh huh.
following the rules, stay at home,
Yeah.
practicing social distancing, which sucks because you're so far away from everybody. I'm walking down the street, and
Yeah.
somebody was like, I was like, oh, okay, I
It's
see what
like
you
that.
call. Yeah, it is, So obviously we're all, this is new for all of us, and we're all being educated daily. Um, I don't get into bashing people or nothing like that because I just feel like it's so important that even our leaders, they struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just pray to God that God continues to protect us all of us. You know what I'm saying? That we
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
keep
No,
it
for
safe,
sure.
and that we don't hear of these we stop hearing these tragic stories. You know what I'm saying? It's really really
I
sad. So
know.
I just want to send my condolences out to all the families of people that's lost somebody, and then most importantly, everybody out there that's on the front line. All our workers out there. Because without them, boy, we'd be messed up. I thank God. I want to say this
Real.
pretty quick. I thank God for just for the people that's actually made that sacrifice. Like for me, I'm an entertainer. I bring joy and love and happiness to and to families around the world. But for people in the dentists, the doctors, man, imagine if we didn't have doctors, bro.
I know. It'd be crazy. I
We
think
could,
about it like who would ever think that like fast food and restaurant and like grocery store and mass merchandiser would be like some of the most important people. Like it's funny because I feel I never look down upon, but people will say like, "Yo, I don't want that job because I don't want to be seen like that," or you know something like that. But it's like, hey, those are really the most important people right now. So
yeah,
like
right.
crazy. Like you would never. It's like it's funny how the tables turn really quick within
Wow.
like
I
a
mean,
month.
if you really think of, wow, because people, I see a lot of people that are rude and just feel like people are like
Yeah,
they're like beneath us. I'm like, yo, these are some of the most important people in our world because they serve us. We have to interact with people, and God bless those people. So yeah, but those tables turn, huh?
yeah, like straight up. But
Yeah.
no, you had. We'll go back. Well, no,
Yeah.
let's go Sunday. You had one of the biggest reunion tours in probably, I think that's probably the biggest reunion tour I've known, the Millennium tour, since like the Bad Boy tour. I feel like that was the last like monumental, you know,
Yeah, I mean, to
tour.
each his own. I mean, I ain't trying to compare our stuff to anybody's,
Uh huh.
but I will definitely say being persistent and always believing that this group will reunite. It's amazing the force that we have when all of us decided to step in our historical moment
Yeah.
in history, and it was a phenomenal experience. But the buzz was there. I think the buzz was
Yeah.
there, and I would say for any reunion, you know what I mean. The fact that when something's divided and torn apart, or the fact that it's built back together, it's like a circle of life. So it was
Yeah.
really dope to see that come back together, and just those moments I shared with my brothers. They will last a lifetime.
Yeah. I was gonna say like, because like you all haven't torn in so long. What were the pros and cons this time? Like, what were some things you were like, dang, this is 10 times better, but then you're like, dang, this kind of sucks because it's just, it's so different now from back when, the early 2000s stuff was so different.
Wow, the pros and cons. I don't really know if I can answer that properly, but I'll do my best. I just want to count all the joyful moments,
Yeah.
if I may,
Hmm.
because like Amari texted me one time and he was like, "Man, we just finished the impossible." I was like, "Man, I know."
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of shocked that this shit actually happened. I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
yeah, I'm like, so, um, I wish I would have liked to design the stage or have more involvement in particularly design the stage, which like
Uh-huh.
for our very last tour, I
Yeah.
had a lot of involved. I was involved heavily in in those decision making and whatnot.
Okay.
Um, Music wise, I thought the music was really good, but I kind of felt like maybe we should have went more of a pop vibe because I felt like B2K. If anybody followed our live performances, we typically have about 6 to 8 dancers, and our music is a little bit more poppy-ish.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
This was real more. It was real more melodic. this is our first time having a band.
Hmm.
So you know, they did a pretty great job, which I thought was pretty cool because it was B2K's first time actually with a band.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah,
Um, so
super dope.
but at the end of the day, instead of like nitpicking at this or this could have been that way, I have a bunch of those things like that.
Yeah,
But I just
yeah,
want to focus on the positive stuff, and I think the positive stuff was like just getting on stage and the fact that as brothers in Christ, we all go through trials and tribulations and whatever we may be going through, whether it's publicly or
yeah,
it's
yeah,
eternal. We we were able to get on stage and break bread. And I
yeah.
just thought that was magical. Um, I would have. There was a lot of things I would have liked to do for all our supporters around the world, like
Hmm.
maybe certain breakdowns that we didn't do from like our old like "Gots to Be" or "Why I Love You." There's just certain elements I felt like we could have gave the people more B2K. But I'm just once again I'm just very thankful for the opportunity that we got to be able to give glory to God. By allowing all these people to come together off of love.
Yeah.
So man, it was dope, bro. So yeah,
Yeah.
as you see, I can ramble for
But
that for a long time. But yeah, that was pretty good.
well, no, one thing I want to say, like, the Millennium tour, the live on Zeus just premiered on Sunday, and it was a
Mm-hmm.
dope. Anyone that didn't go or anyone that did go, it was a great way to show, if you missed out or if just for memories to have that you were there. Um, like, how was it? And another thing is, how did you enjoy that? And also, the meet and greets, like the meet and greets and the VIP after parties, those looked lit. Like the after parties, some of the Instagram footage I
Right,
seen. I mean,
right, right.
it wasn't like just like a meet and greet. It was literally a party. Like y'all were
I,
dancing, DJing. I mean, everything.
it was a dope concept.
Yeah,
Where typically you can go to an after party, which is a club,
yeah, yeah.
and of course you can like host a party. But sometimes all those people are not necessarily there for you.
Very
So
true. Yeah,
what
some people just
separated
go
this,
out to
what
go out.
separated this different, what made it different was the fact that it was strictly for B2K diehard lovers to have a interaction as adults after
Yeah,
15, 16 years with their favorite group. So it was pretty overwhelming to actually be in there with, I mean, more, so I'm looking at many beautiful women in here, and it was, bro, when I say it's like 99.99% women. It
but
was all women. So it's just
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
and four guys. So we're just getting
yeah.
pulled
Right.
in different directions, dancing with girls. I mean, like, yo, I'm like, it was almost like going to a house party with all your people that like knew you and shit. It was because it was dope. So after party experience, that was pretty dope. I love that. And then the Zeus Network. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Zeus Network for doing what they're doing. I know I know Marion and his company, his team, Team O is what we like to call.
Yeah, yeah.
And they did their thing. I had a chance to actually check out the episode what
Uh huh.
was released thus far.
Yeah, yeah,
I was very pleased. There's always going to be some pros and cons, but if I was on my
yeah.
deathbed, I would look back and be like, I'll be like, damn, I'm happy that one, my brother showed me in a good light, because I think there's a lot of sometimes I feel like people mis uh, understand me.
Hmm.
That's why I feel like, and that comes from like, nowadays you get to release and show. Man, I get to say release some of your mystique, because back in the day, a lot of us we were just really quiet. But I feel like now more public figures are a lot more open and a lot more
Way
transparent with their
more.
life, and I think that's
Hmm.
really important as we get older and as we mature as spiritual beings. We have to be willing to show our vulnerability. Therefore, allows for us to grow. So if I like I said, if I was on my deathbed, I would be very pleased with what I've seen so far,
Okay,
and
that's dope.
yeah. So I'm proud that B2K lives.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
definitely
B2K
does.
lives. So it was pretty good, but we did a lot of shows. It was like 40 shows, so that's a lot of footage
Yeah,
to
that's what I
cut
was gonna
from.
ask you next. Like, y'all tour schedule was, I like you sometimes had like 3, 4 consecutive shows. No,
Bro,
not a day off in between. Like, how
bro,
was that?
it was crazy. It was the schedule was very grueling because, excuse me. Okay, we're back. So you're like
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You're traveling by plane because some of
Mm-hmm.
these, some of these shows, you can't, bus wise, you can't get there in time.
Yeah. It was
You
too.
know, I feel bad. But it's cool for us because we were able to make the schedule. You used to be really, really tired. For some days you got to get up in the morning. But I would love when we had the tour buses because we would certain cities that are like really close and routed wise. You just get on that bus, man. You got your crew. Maybe you just get in the back of the bus and just chill and roll. And I think I enjoyed the journey. So for me, it wasn't really a stress. I just felt we should have dropped the B2K out.
I feel like I think it's bound. I think it's in the works. I mean, not yet, but I feel like, have you all talked about it? Like
I know me and Amari talked
again?
about it a lot on the road. I
Uh
just felt like we're making a cohesive body of work. I
yeah.
know Amari is a very strict artist
Mm-hmm.
there, and as well as I am as well. And he studied really hard with to perfecting his craft. Um, I feel like it would be a conversation that not just me and him could have. I feel like it
Yeah.
would be a
Yeah.
conversation all four of us could have.
Yeah.
Because you would definitely want this product to be something special. But for all the diehard B2K supporters, I would love to give you that, God willing.
Okay. Well, no.
And
If you like, if it was up to you, because I know you said you got to talk to all the guys, obviously. But like, where would you want the mute? What would you want to go like a new route music wise, or like a sound, or would you want to kind of stay? Because it's so different now. You could do so many. There's. I feel like today's music, there's really no genre. Sometimes it's like
right.
they'll do R&B, then they do a hip hop track, then they do a pop track, then they do a fusion of both. So like,
Mm-hmm.
what would you like to do
Yeah,
if the
that's a
group
good
did say,
question,
yeah,
Nick. Damn, I never thought about. Actually, I have. I would definitely want to go after our urban crowd first.
yeah,
But I would want to have something that's really, really universal, and I think that's what B2K's sound was really. We were like really universal. But if you want to say like, was like shout out to Tricky Stewart. It was a pop record, but
uh huh, mm-hmm,
then it still had the hip hop urban. It's like
yeah,
so that hip hop. I mean, music is music to me.
yeah,
But if you want
very
to
true,
genreize it, it would have to be between the lanes of hip hop, like hip hop and R&B and pop music, because it's like without the kick and snare. I mean, you got rhythm and blues and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you got
yeah,
rhythm and blues. So I just think it would have been a very fun and universal sound. I would love to have heard us trying some EDM music.
okay, I could see, yeah,
I
I
think
could
that
see
would
that
be
fused
dope.
in, yeah,
And like you said, everybody's trying a bunch of different things. I mean, I feel like there was so much growth for B2K that was just unfinished. I think that's what built the desire and anticipation for the reunion to be and do as great as it did. I mean, and but damn, that would be dope. Now, see, man, you got me all
yeah,
excited right
you
now. I'm
got,
like,
I mean, you could
hey,
do some stuff, especially right now. Everyone's kind of, posted up. It, it makes sense. I mean, and because you can record anywhere, literally, which is awesome. But who? I guess like,
that'd be crazy.
who do you talk to most with the boys? Who you most in contact with? Who do you talk to the most,
You,
discussing like
you,
ideas and
you
stuff?
know, people ask that question a lot.
Uh huh.
And they ask from a standpoint of divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Some actually from a place of just curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
What I've noticed throughout the years of B2K's existence, we
Mm-hmm.
have our months, our days, our years, where it's kind of like maybe being like, well, I used to live with Bug pretty much because when I was younger, um, yeah, I used to live with Bug. I think there was a time where my family, which I was staying with, was
Uh
going
huh.
through transitioning, and I went to go live with Bug and his family. So me and Bug probably are probably the closest. A lot of people don't know. What up, Fade? What up, dog? Oh, look at this cut. I need some hair. Sorry, that's actually J Bug's barber who just popped up in here, man. He
Oh,
on a
okay.
tour
That's
with us.
that's funny.
Yeah, he hooked me up this time, but I wish he did. He's looking up at me. Raz, okay? So I'm gonna go tell Bug. Bug always be like, "Yo, make sure you're looking good online. You don't want to get online, be looking too scruffy." I'm like, "Yo, you know what? I've been in China for a long time, but you
But,
probably forgot I gotta be a star, man. Nah, but me and Boog is really, really close.
okay.
Um, you know, we he has family in the business. I have family in the business, and
Yeah.
through life, we've grown to be able to build a really great brotherly trust. And for me, it's very important to be able to have that relationship with my brothers, because in life we all go through trials and tribulations as
Yep.
brothers. This doesn't have anything to do with the world. I don't care about anybody's opinion. The fact that I have a relationship with my brothers, I can text my brother Bud, I can text my brother Fizz, I can text my brother O. It's priceless for me, because there was many
Yeah.
years and times that we didn't communicate or have the desire or want to communicate with each other. And just like any other brothers, we have times we don't want to talk to each other. There are times we do want to talk to each other. So I
Hmm.
would say there's nobody that I in particular talk to the most, but
Okay.
it moves around. But
It just
lately,
yeah, it just depends.
but lately, me and Boogie have been talking a lot.
Okay, dope, dope.
Pretty
Well,
cool.
like ideally, like you said, you would love music. Obviously, people would love another tour. I feel like that's inevitable. Would you want both to coincide together? So it would be just like
Oh,
a
guaranteed. Like,
guaranteed.
what are you talking about? We're supposed to have we're supposed to roll out a new dance movie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to roll out a whole nother album. You know what I'm saying? A whole nother tour, and then
Yeah.
we got to slide that Amarian solo album up in there too. Believe it or not, the RazB solo album.
Uh huh.
You know, and believe it or not, people don't know, man. Boog be sitting on some heat musically. I've heard a few records from Fizz. I would actually like to go in the studio with Fizz, because I feel like Fizz has always been a talented artist. In our group, but none of us have really actually had solo careers.
Yeah.
So I just kind of feel like I would love the camaraderie of having like the boys in the studio with me while I'm trying to work on my solo project or come up
Uh
with ideas. I would love to be in the room. You know, I mean,
yeah.
because I
Just go with
encourage
the
everybody.
flow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be dope,
Hmm.
because this is my origins, but I also feel that people who love music should continue to make music. Not for anybody else, but if you love music for yourself, you should make music. So I love the fact that it's passion. I'm talking about this. I love the fact that Boog's passion, Amari's passion, and my passion for making music is actually still there after all
Yeah.
these years. So hey man, take it one day at a time, man.
Okay. Well, yeah. Another thing I want to talk about. I know. I think late last year. I think you went to Europe.
Oh
How was that? I know you went to London. You did press out there. I
yeah,
think you went a little bit all over. How was that whole experience? Because you haven't been in a minute, right?
yeah. Nick, we actually, it's good that we actually kind of like talking online, because this ain't just like pretty much like us talking the other day.
Yeah, right, right.
just catching up for what.
Yeah, right.
No, you didn't ask me this question. It was pretty dope, because I actually was traveling, and I met some of my business partners who were
Hmm.
who was very helpful and responsible for funding the Millennium tour. So it was an
Oh,
opportunity to be able to go on a road trip with a brother, um, and also for me, I went went to Switzerland, and then we drove to Milan. So I thought that was pretty cool. The women were
what?
beautiful over there. The people were nice. The food was dope. You know what I mean? I was in London, so that we did that as well. Did some press over there. It was pretty cool, because people were kind of sad. They were like, "Yo, the Millennium Tour didn't come over there," and I was just like, I mean, there were some opportunities on the table. I don't know that we were able to come, to come to an agreement to be able to fulfill that, but just the excitement and the love of having
Yeah,
B2K back in the forefront, and just people actually really, being old enough to express them like, "Yo, man, I really liked you guys." So I just thought that was really, really dope. To be out the country as an adult, because I traveled when I was like in my
yeah.
younger teens, and I was 16, 15 and younger, but to go over there as a 34-year-old man, um, for London to show me the love they showed me, and then for me to just get away mentally. I was in Switzerland, and I went skiing for the first time,
How was that?
and
Super dope.
bro, I bust my
Like,
ass like 20 times, bro. Like, it's not even funny. No, actually, it is funny, because like I literally like got frostbite from my front. I don't know exact names of it, because I know there's different levels of it, but I
yeah,
had the
yeah.
wrong gloves on, bro. So every time I fell and the damn snow hit me, it burnt the shit out of me. So other than that, I kind of cut my trip shorter, because I was about to go from Switzerland to Dubai and just fly over there, but I wanted to fly back home, because I was like, yeah, this is too much for me. But thank you for asking. It
Yeah,
actually it was very peaceful and very needed. I would like to go do something real tropical. Believe it or not, I haven't been to Jamaica or Hawaii yet. With all the traveling places that I've been,
yeah. I
I've
was
never
gonna
been
say,
to
I'm
those two
like, yeah, you've
places.
been everywhere.
I've been to some places, so I would like to. I would like to go chill up on a beach. Or my friend hit me up yesterday. He's like, "Man, maybe we just go to Bali and just live a straight beach life, like for like 2 weeks. Just go to sleep, wake up on the beach, like,
Yeah.
no bougie stuff. Just like,
Just
you know,
chill. Just take
just
it.
chill, chill,
No
chill, chill, chill.
schedule. Just take it like it is. Yeah, those are some of the best trips. Yeah,
That
like to
would
be
be
honest.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, God willing, things open back up pretty soon. But
yeah,
most important,
exactly. Yeah, we'll
we gotta
see.
be safe
Hopefully,
first.
but also too, you know, when you all came out back in the early 2000s, what do you think it was like? Because today, a group can't. No groups make it. But to be honest, I mean, it's very few groups that make it, especially boy groups. I mean, even girl groups, they don't. It's not like a thing today because, like, what do people say? Like, budgets aren't there anymore. Where
Mm.
they just have one person in a group, a single individual artist, rather than 4 or 5 people in a group. But what do you think? Like, really, like it is that just people don't want it. I don't get it because you all did it so quick. I mean, I mean, it took off, and that was the beginning of B2K. I mean, it was crazy. It took
Of an
over like a storm.
Yeah, it was a lot of groups back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I think boy groups will always be around. We just
Mm-hmm.
have to wait for that next special one to come. B2K was one of those that special group to come in our particular era,
100%. Yeah.
and it takes a village to raise a child. So I think for all the people that actually put B2K and actually lifted us to this spot, there's so many different people. Our label, Red. I mean, imagine if you're 15 years old and you have $1 billion company behind you, spending
Yeah.
millions of dollars to help fund your dream and your talent. Let's just say, thank God we actually caught on.
Get for right.
you know, because it was a blessing, but it's pretty hard to deny when you got 15, 16-year-olds with six packs, dope music, dope producers, fully groomed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that get into the business because, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, but
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fact that B2K trained so hard with development, we went to performing arts schools.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of training by different people and mentors in the business. So unlike any other group, we had real media, real artist development training. I feel like that really played a huge factor in our growth. Now, as teens, you get older, sometimes you want to start to experience life,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I say you like to go outside the bubble,
Yeah. Yeah.
I just but realistically, that's part of growth. We've seen Justin Bieber's career and how he's grown, but it's a lot when you're dealing with the world at such a young age, and I think a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people forget about that, and they expect for these young kids to be just have it all figured out. It comes with having a really great team. Shout out to Xavier
Yeah.
in the building. What up? He said hey, one of my trainers just popped in there and said, he said, give me 30 real quick. I got you right after this. But yeah, some star crunches, right? We need to get it going. So I don't know. What did I leave off at? You asked me
No, like like why do you think there just aren't today?
oh
It's just crazy because, like you said, back in the 2000s, early 2000s, and late 90s. I mean,
mm,
even all the 90s, to be honest, groups were huge. I mean, these are some of the biggest groups that still perform today. But
right.
like new groups, it's just not, especially like an R&B pop group.
Yeah.
I feel like
Um
just weird.
I don't really know. I don't know if I can answer that question. I can say that I'm very grateful that my dream came true. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I do feel like there's another special boy group that will, God willing, that will come maybe in our generation,
yeah,
and do their thing. I just feel like B2K put in so much work to where we pretty much were the last group to actually really do
I
our
was
thing.
gonna say,
Like,
yeah, that
we got One Direction, and we got a few other groups out there, but
but did the dancing thing and did the
but for an
whole,
urban
yeah,
performance group, kind of, I
yeah,
ain't seen one. So I just, like I said, it's very, very, very special to to have had my dreams come true. And I'm forever going to be thankful, and to all the wonderful people out there like Carla, one of our #1 B2K fans out there, always supporting. Man, she's the truth, bro. So,
Dope, dope.
like I said, man, I'm just thankful to have the opportunity. But I don't really know. You know,
It's so crazy to me. It's just like,
they're there. You know where they went?
where?
They all transformed into Koreans.
To be, that's the truth.
And shout
All
out to
that
Mindless
K-pop.
Behavior too. We have Mindless Behavior. They did their thing
Oh yeah,
and
minus.
stuff
Yeah,
like
you're
that.
right. Minus behavior did. Yeah, they
But
did.
we know B2K is something special.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are asking, what, like, would you all be down if the right script came out for You Got Served too? What, like, was it in the talks ever?
I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this, but oh well. Actually, I was talking to Jay Boog about it.
Uh-huh.
Can't really get into that conversation.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But there was a conversation about that very recently.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
At least it's talking about. Not saying 100%, but
hey,
you never know.
hey. It ain't my business to talk about, but I will say there was a conversation somewhat about You Got Served, and I'm gonna just leave it there.
Okay, though. Well, no, I know. People
What?
tend to forget. Like you've done a lot of music on your own. You just dropped NDA this year.
Oh yeah, I did. It sucks because no, it doesn't suck. I thank God for the opportunity to be able to release music whenever you want to.
Yeah.
I'm just so spoiled. It's not like being on a record company and having a major actually fund your projects. I've been funding a lot of it on my own, and I really feel like I really realized like, yo, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, you good.
I realized this is expensive.
Yeah, I could imagine.
I
could imagine.
videos, 10 grand here, it's expensive. So I'm very grateful that I was able to release a song called NDA, which is pretty cool. I was advised really not to release any music because they wanted to wait for the rollout with what's going on with my documentary and different things that I'm working on. But the passion I have for love and the love I have for music, I couldn't wait. And me telling the story that I'm telling, I wanted to release some music in 2020, and I wanted to release it first. So the song is NDA. It's out. It's floating for anybody out there that just happens or want to check it out. I have some more music. I'm really, really excited about this. Next single I'm about to release, Nick, is called Birthday. The track is dope. I feel like everyone has a birthday. I feel like everyone has a birthday. Everyone does have a birthday, right? So I feel like we haven't had a classic birthday record in a long time. I love Jeremiah. I love the 50 Cent one. But I feel like this record, I gotta send it to you. It's pretty nice.
It's dope. Okay, yeah,
it's pretty cool. So I'm probably gonna be releasing some music, maybe probably for my birthday, June 13th, or maybe sooner.
Yeah, we're Geminis. I know, right?
Hey,
I'm June 10th. You're June 13th. I know, yeah, right. So it should be an interesting birthday. Party of one or two, maybe. That's about it. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, unless it's something gets better by then. But
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, what was it? We're in April, May, June. We got 2 months, so let's
we got. So maybe it's like 50-50. I feel. But
we just keep praying. But
exactly.
I'm very passionate about my music. I feel like what makes this project, I have a working title we've been throwing around, which is called Full Disclosure, and it's pretty much my story and my words and my voice. And I think for people who's watched me grow up and watch my struggles and my trials and my tribulations, I feel like this is the first time versus trying to just talk about things on the internet. I feel like I'm going about this the right way by being able to put my message in a place where people can actually hear it, and it's about me, and it's about my life and my story. And one record that really touches me the most is called Guidance. And this record is me singing to the Lord, and it's just really just asking for guidance. No matter the things that I've been through, the decisions that I make, I just want to take the time to ask for guidance for that moment. You know what I mean? And I just think that this is a type of record that people need to hear. As much as I want to party and throw racks around the room, everybody throwing no racks around the room right now. But everybody has a birthday. But the project is very versatile. And when people hear this project, they're gonna know that this is RazB's real first solo album. And
Okay.
that, oh, see, Carla already know. See, I see it. She's like, guidance. What
Guys.
up, Carla? So, yeah, actually, I let her. She was very privileged. She's a really good friend of mine,
Uh-huh.
and I actually premiered the record to her, so she actually knows about it. But I think people are really going to be amazed because they're going to get a chance to hear me sing.
Okay. Dope, dope.
You know, in the B2K records, you know, we did put some vocals here, put some vocals there, but this is all Raz. So you get
Yeah.
to hear, you know, the cracks, the soul, the pain, and the conviction in these records, and I think people will be very pleased. And God willing,
Okay.
I can build a solo career out of it.
Okay. Dope, dope. Yeah, and another thing, I know you got RazBs Media Group. You've
Hey,
been, signing artists. I've been paying attention to that. Like, so how did you really start it, and what do you really want to accomplish with it in
with
full?
that, well, essentially, Brass Beats was a concept that started maybe like in 2003, 2004.
Okay.
My goal was to get with other dope producers and represent
Mm-hmm.
dope sounds. So in the past, like one of my producer friends, kind of like what Jimmy Iovine did, where he pretty much had a bunch of dope producers and produced them. So that's kind of what Raz Beats
Okay.
is, believe it or not. I have a wide connection with different producers around the world that I've built. Um, I guess you could say I could build a nice collection of them. And what we do, we place records. A lot of people don't know, but I had a producer that I worked with at the time. He's still a really good brother of mine. He's still a good friend of mine and brother of mine. His name is Brian XL Whitaker. He actually
Okay.
produced Bone Thugs and Harmony's first single, which was called See Me Shine, a few years back, a few albums back. But it was exciting that I was able to coordinate and administrate that particular the connection setting up of that happening. So I like stuff like that. Or when I was in China, I was selling records for 10 grand, 18 grand. So Raz Beats is really about the music and about artist development, because I feel like there's a lot of artists that want and choose to get into the game, and I feel like having a mentor or someone like me around, I feel that they could go a lot further by having a lot of the wisdom and knowledge that I've actually really walked through, learned, and willing and patient enough to share it with people. So it's more of a mentor program, an artist development program, and every artist is different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, and God willing, we can break some into the marketplace. That's the goal. But most importantly, I want people to be mentally strong and healthy in whatever they try to do, because not everyone's going to be a Beyonce, not everyone's going to be a
Yeah.
Jay-Z, but you have to carve out your spot. That's what separates you, Nick, from a lot of other different people in the business. You actually know about the artist. You actually care about the culture. You
Yeah.
actually, are not abusing to it, but you're adding to the culture. So thanks for having me on your platform.
Yeah.
And
No,
like I
I
said,
appreciate it. Thanks for
yeah,
saying that.
yeah,
'Cause-
but it's an everyday process, and I think it's more important to really focus online and really have a very strong online presence, as the world is pretty populated. So I guess it is kind of cool. People are staying home a little bit too,
yeah.
so the water can clear up. There's not that much
Yeah.
pollution. It's not that much crime. World peace is what we
Definitely.
need, baby.
Yeah. Well, no. Another thing too. I feel like so many have been made. Who would you want if B2K made a biopic? Because I feel so. I mean, I just like the Clark sisters one was just this past week. Salt and Pepper has one coming up, produced by Salt and Pepper. TLC did one on VH1. Who would
New
like? Have you
Edition
got
was fire.
New Edition? Exactly. Like so many dope biopics. Tony Braxton had one produced by her. Who have you guys ever talked about doing one? And also, who would you like to play you?
It's a good ass question. Meanwhile, let me tell y'all this. Anything where it comes to monetizing B2K, I thought about it.
You thought?
Now, can I get it fulfilled? What up, bro? Can I get it fulfilled? That's another choice. I mean, I would watch the story because there's so much that goes in
Yeah.
to wow. I just think
Well, and I think it's dope.
I would love to see that happen, because really, like,
Yeah.
you have to be willing to. Sorry to cut you off, but you have to be
No,
willing
you're
to.
good.
If people are willing to open up and actually share some actual intimate moments,
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes, I think will make the project really really dope. And if somebody was to play RazB, oh man, we probably have to get Chris Brown, man.
Chris, okay.
Nah. I'm just clowning, but no. I love Chris's work. You know, I respect him. He's a real dude. That's what I call
Mm-hmm.
him, real man.
Yeah,
Um,
Chris, good
God
people.
bless his
Yeah.
family and stuff like that. I love his music. I'm a big supporter of his music and his work and his craft, and I love how he's paying forth the game. And also, I love the way he's showing love to other fellow artists, because that's how you keep the game going. You keep the game
Mm-hmm.
going by allowing for other artists to and collaborate and stuff like that. So, but I don't know who will play me, but you know, we have to have some cute young kid. You know that you know that resembles that good old RazB swaggy. You know, and then you know, maybe me as my older. What if we played ourselves? That would be
Yeah,
fucking
I mean,
lit.
I mean, Eminem did it.
Eminem did it.
50,
Who else?
50
Few
Cent
other
did it.
people did it too. 50 Cent did it. That's pretty dope to play
Yeah.
that. So
But
who
yeah,
knows?
and I think it's dope too that like because that's before social media. You know, like today
Right?
you really can't do a biopic of an artist from today because it's posted everywhere. You know, with social media, you know about everyone's life, but it's cool that in a way, like when you all came out, you didn't know everything, and it was kind of like almost like a mystique about every artist back in that day because you had your personal life and it wasn't, you know, blown out of proportion because you had Instagram and, you know, people videoing
Mm-hmm.
you. You just could do what you had to do and it was no one's business.
I heard I should
So,
do an interview about that. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things that he probably didn't talk about or
yeah.
chose not to talk about in his personal life, and the fact that social media is here and things kind of move a little bit faster, it kind
Mm-hmm.
of opens up. And this is the part I don't. This is the part I don't like. I think people should be supporters of the music, supporter of the artist as well. But I
Yeah.
think there should be a fine line between their personal life and their business.
Yeah. And people don't get that.
And I've never seen them get it either. I've learned being an actual artist. I learned how to carry myself, the do's and the don'ts, and it's a lot, bro. You know, so
Yeah.
but I just think that it's really really important to focus on the music and not so much the personal aspect of somebody else's personal life. So I do respect the artists that keep it together, because
Yeah.
it's very important to um, not deal with things in the public eye. You know what I mean? That's just my own personal opinion. I'm a big supporter of Usher. Love him. He's one of my favorite artists of all time.
So, yeah. But I could definitely see that biopic. Like, I don't know when, but
He said, "I
that
can see that one."
that's going to be,
He's funny.
I mean, biopics are dope, especially if it's the artist behind them because it's the right, you know, story. Like the Aaliyah
Right.
one was whack because it wasn't the people behind Aaliyah. It was just
Did
writers. You know,
they put it out?
that was like a couple years. It was whack. I mean, it was horrible. It was. They couldn't even use the music from Aaliyah. So how you gonna make a movie and you can't play Aaliyah's music in it? I mean, that's bad enough. So
Wow,
I
that's
mean,
crazy. I mean, you know, I would like God willing, I would like to be a part of something if we had that opportunity to do so. What
yeah,
up, Lady Luck in the building? I would love to have that opportunity to do so. It would suck if somebody actually went and did one and we weren't a part of it and didn't have any input. Like, that's just crazy. Especially
yeah,
while we're
because
all alive and we can participate in something like that. But yo, I would love for it to happen, God willing. I mean, why not? Actually, I don't think I've talked about it, but I haven't really put any energy on it. Actually, trying to
okay,
manifest it to really make it happen. But I don't see why not. I'm gonna
yeah. I
keep
mean,
that in mind, Nick.
100%. Yeah, I mean, from the day one of the group to Millennium tour, that could be the story, right? I mean, you know,
Hey, I
that'd be
can
too
tell it. I,
dope.
I can tell it. They know. Them
They know.
boys know. Yeah, they know. I remember Amari showed up. We all showed up at the photo shoot for the Millennium tour, and he's like, "Man, you should have been talking about this for a long time." I looked at him like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Well, no, you know, closing up, I guess for you. I don't want to take all your day up.
No, we
Um,
too.
you know, you had like I said, a huge 2019. It ended with OVO Fest.
Mm,
Um, well, first, how was that? I mean,
it was dope.
yeah,
Um, I mean, man, when another artist requested to have you, what an honor.
yeah, that
What an
was
honor. And then you have someone
so
like
dope.
Drake, who's our like our modern day Michael Jackson artist or something like that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he's doing his thing consistently, and he has a great team backing him and pushing him forward.
Yeah.
Um, I was very honored. I told him, you know, I got a chance to tell him. I was like, thank you so much for having me. He's like, man, nah, man, thanks for doing this. I'm pretty sure Drake remembers, but I remember meeting Drake years ago. He was the same nice dude that he was then, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, same as now.
Yeah.
And he came out to watch my show then and shouted me out, and I did the same for him. And I just kind of thought it was an honor for our group to have the success that we had, and him wanting to
Yeah.
actually have us out there. He gave us our own day, and
Yeah, that was super dope. Yeah, your own. That was awesome. Like when I seen
he
that,
was
I was like,
happy.
"That's
No, he
too
was happy
dope."
because he's a fan of music.
Yeah,
So it was dope to see
he
him
wanted to
relive
watch.
that
Yeah.
era. Oh yeah, it was a whole era right there. And then it was really dope because when he performed, Chris Brown and everybody came out. It was really dope because they paid homage to the artists that came before us.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought it was a real church moment, and he
Yeah.
did his thing at OVO Fest, bro. It was just like crazy. I'm like, all right, okay.
Yeah, that was one for the books. Like when I seen that was the closing of the tour, I was just like, and you got to do Toronto. That was dope because I know a lot of Canadian fans were like, "Oh, you're not coming here," and then you just announced that, and it was like, "Hey, you're interested."
If you ask me, you know, 2021 B2K, yeah, I say another B2K tour. That's what I'm
Okay.
hoping for. So I will be pushing for that, Nick.
Oh, well, to close up, what would you want? What would be your ideal tour? 100%. Who would you want on it? Would you want it to be any opening acts, or would you want it just to be completely
I
B2K?
I love the whole nostalgic feeling. I thought that was really really dope.
Yeah.
But I will want to relaunch B2K with new music, and
Okay.
I would love. I don't know exactly who we would go out on tour with, but I would
Hmm.
love to go out on tour with some of the artists that are relevant today.
Okay. That'd be dope.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, I could see B2K and B2K Usher and Chris Brown on tour.
That'd be sick.
I could see B2K and Destiny Child on tour.
Yes.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. They have been.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, that you know, I see it. But like I said, I'm open for the opportunity to, you know, so I welcome the conversations. But most importantly, B2K lives. You know, we were just on the Zeus Network.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amari and his team for putting together a dope project. And you know, Nick, once again, bro, we talk whether we on air or off the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah. Right.
No, but it was a good idea, man, just to get on here and you know, shoot the shits with you, man, because
Exactly. Yeah. Nothing better to do.
now I know what I've been doing. I'm like, well, what have I been doing? Well, I've been working out. See my trainer want me to give him 30 in a second. I've been cooking a lot, but I just been really just making sure I prepare myself. You know, God willing, you know, when things start to open back up, so we can just really just
Yeah.
get back to work. But this is some great time for mental health. This is a great time for
100%.
fellowship with God, fellowship with your family. So
Hmm.
I'm just chill, man. So, but I thank you for having me on,
Yeah.
bro.
No. Thanks for doing it because, like you said, I know we talk, but like just to do it for the fans. Do it
Let people
just
know
to
what's up, man.
yeah. But be safe. Hey, be safe. Don't.
Right?
Yeah. I'm afraid to even go out on my front porch. I
You
feel
like
like
right?
that's how I feel, like literally. But like you said, it's like a reflection time. It is, really is. I mean, like just reflect and just figure it out. Really, people have no excuse not to know their first move when this all goes back to normal.
Man, you know what? All I can tell you is the world's been changed forever.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely. There's gonna be. It's never gonna be the same. But you can definitely plan
It
out.
never will, man. But
Yeah.
we'll manage. God loves us, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we'll be okay. We will survive. The human race has survived this long. We'll survive even longer.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully this. It'll be good. I mean, just a matter of time. It's always. It always gets better.
I believe it.
Yeah, 100%. Just never thought I would ever see this in my life, but hey, you know what? Stuff's I never thought I would ever see 9/11 too. So, stuff
Ooh,
happens. What are you gonna do?
wow. Man, God bless, man. There's so many people. I know we dragging on, but it's
I
so many people that that has lost their lives. It just sucks, and you know, I just pray that we just all continue to live for them, and you know, enjoy our moment while we're here on this earth, and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. Everybody be kind to one another, and you know, take care of the world. You
Yeah,
know,
that's all.
recycle. Like we got to take care of the planet right now, man. The planet is
Yeah,
hurting, but it's healing.
big time. Yeah, it is healing. Yeah, with all this. But Raz, be safe. I'll hit you soon. Have a good night. Thanks for doing this. All the fans, all the
Thank you.
supporters. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you
And
too, brother.
yeah, you too. But yeah, we out.
We out for now, y'all. Thanks, Nick, man. Thanks for
Okay.
tuning in,
Peace.
everybody. Talk to y'all.
Talk to
Peace.
you soon.
Holla.